A moment.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Deborah Brown, and I'm the director at the middle school, and I'm just delighted here to see everyone today and to actually have a window of time when it looks like we may stay dry. So Exploris families, honored guests, those joining us from home on our live stream, Exploris staff, and especially our Exploris 8th grade graduates, welcome. I'm delighted to welcome you all today. Every single person who's asked to write a commencement speech goes through the same process. What memories do I want to share? What stories to tell? What words of advice? And then I realized Exploris already has the formula for how to write a personal speech. How to say who you are, what has shaped you, where you're going, and where I'm from. For those of you not familiar with the Where I'm From activity, in the start of their 8th grade year, every Exploris student is asked to compose a poem modeled after the original Where I'm From poem by George L. Lyon. A freelance writer and teacher who served as the Kentucky Poet Laureate from 2015 to 2016, Miss Lyon's poem has been used as a writing exercise and has become the inspiration for a writing project open to people all over the world. At Exploris, writing the personal Where I'm From poem bookends the 8th grade experience, serving as both an introduction at the beginning of the year and a capstone for the passage portfolios. The International Where I'm From project believes that writing where we come from captures our story, our own voice, our own complexity and history. And if anyone deserves that, to have a voice, it's you, the Exploris class of 2021. So instead of advice at a traditional graduation speech, I offer you a corporate look at where you're from. You are from the crowded hallways with backpack hooks and Exploris artwork from students long graduated. You are from exposed bricks and pipes, from crosswalks and blinking don't walk signs. You are from a carpool line that winds through a parking lot for a downtown dive bar. You are from the industrial building sandwiched between restaurants and 3 bars in the busy construction-filled streets. You are from sirens going by, from urban gardens and beer trucks blocking our sidewalks, from the blue basement wellness space to the sunroom with the creaky room divider and the lanai with the swinging gate. You are from moving through the 6th grade hallway with cubbies to the 7th grade hall hooks, and finally, at the last minute of the year, to the spacious 8th grade rooms wing with the direct outdoor access. You are from the year of COVID-19, from that red spiky virus and all those colorful masks that both make it hard to see expressions and allow us at the same time to express ourselves with face coverings that displayed our favorite sports teams, favorite animals, favorite colors, and more. You are from the year of toilet paper shortages and Zoom calls, from the class that was sandwiched between an unforeseeable global pandemic and from the before, during, and the new normal of after. You are from all sorts of unconventional learning spaces, small groups meeting in halls, too crowded buildings. You are from Astro Space Camp, from stream studies, from Kahoots and Google Classrooms, and from school that took place in your kitchen, dining room, living room, and bedrooms. You are from a year of rolling out of your bed, or maybe never leaving your bed, to attend class in your PJs. with your pets and assorted family members sometimes attending class right alongside you. You are from crews and teacher games, from frisbees in the park, from Percy Jackson and gardening projects, from rain ponchos and water bottles, from Rube Goldbergs and book circles. You are from 3 different wellness teachers, from Red Wolves and George Taylor. You are from just one Expressions Day in person, from food hall lunches and after-school gatherings of boba teas, smoothies, and cow bar fries, from walking to Nash Square, walking to Jones Street, walking to the elementary campus, walking to Moore Square, walking to, well, just about everywhere. You are from Latin roots where you learned grad is the root that means to step or to walk. And you are from one final Exploris walk today as you walk across this platform to receive your certificate. You are from waiting for carpool rides, from lime green scooters and citrus bikes, from TikTok dances and meme wars. You are from everything that makes you quirky and unique, your talents, passions, and fandoms. From Jude and Josh's skateboards, Mary Evelyn's hugs, Lily's love of BTS, Andrew's green shirts, Ben's shark drawings, Sophie and Simone's after-school dance routines, and Phoenix's Phil Harvey impression. You are from push in your chairs, pack out your trash, go. Be kind to each other, turn on your camera, turn off your chat, and the quote of 2020, you're on mute. You are from the Design for Change process, to feel, imagine, do, and share. From innovation, curiosity, kindness, responsibility, craftsmanship, connections to nature, and reflection. You are from resilience, from protests in our streets, from all are welcome, and Black Lives Matter. You are from the original downtown charter school, a 24-year tradition of experiential and expedition learning. You are the Zoom generation that beat back COVID and remote learning to learn that, hey, I guess I really do like going to school every day after all. You are the straddle class with 1 foot in the before and 1 foot in the after from presidential elections, school closures, and a global pandemic. You are from a future of charter, magnet, private, and county high schools from all across Central North Carolina. You are from unlimited possibilities of service, invention, and creation. And most importantly, you are from the hearts of all who are here for you today. You are from Exploris. Thank you, and congratulations to our graduates.
Amazing start. It's coffee. He's from CQ Row Hall in Washington, D.C. and is a congressional reporter.
Hold the mic right here.
He used to work for Raleigh's News and Observer, and he is a native of Raleigh. He graduated from Exploris in 2003 and is from Sanders in 2007. He majored in English from NC State and got his master's degree in journalism from Maryland. He served 2 terms with the AmeriCorps, one in Alaska, Fairbanks, on the way around, and another in Montana. And he did all this before starting his journalism career in 2013. And on a special note, he met his wife in his term in Alaska, and today is their 5-year anniversary.
Thanks very much. Good morning, Exploris, class of 2021, and congratulations on graduating from 8th grade. My name is Chris Jaffe, as you said, and I was back in your seat in 2003. And as he also said, I am now a reporter at CQ Roll Call, a newspaper and website in Washington that covers Congress and politics. I have been a journalist for now what seems like a long time, and held many different jobs in the newsroom. At Roll Call this year and last year, I have had a front row seat for a striking amount of history. I helped cover 2 impeachment trials, a presidential election, and I was in the Capitol on January 6th when an insurrectionist mob stormed the building. Before I came to DC, I was indeed at the News and Observer. Actually, back in 2017, I wrote about a new Exploris school building, and I reported that it could be ready for students. Oh, thanks. Wow, great. Oh, classy plays. Yeah, so in 2017, I reported that you guys would be in the new school building in the fall of 2018. So I guess you guys were in about 4th grade. You probably expected to be graduating from that building, but instead, not only has it not been built, you weren't even able to be in the school building at all for the last year. So it's pretty crazy how things can change, right? In my career, I've worked at newspapers in several states and covered all kinds of news from oil spills to crashes, politics, business, and courts. Just a refresher about what it was like in the good old days of 2003, MySpace was the dominant social media platform. Facebook would be created the following year. So would the premiere of TV show host Donald Trump's The Apprentice. George W. Bush was the president. The top grossing film was The Matrix Reloaded. And 50 Cent's Into Club was on the top of the Billboard charts. You're not gonna believe this, but I didn't even have a cell phone until I was a junior in high school. Before that, I had to borrow my mom and dad's phone. And if you wanted to listen to music, there were no smartphones, just these clunky things called iPods, or something that played cassette tapes or CDs. And my favorite radio station, NPR, called a Walkman. I was very cool. The world has changed a lot in the 18 years since I moved to high school from Exploris, but a lot of the skills that I learned back then make me a good journalist, like being curious, open-minded, and truthful. And those were things that I learned back when I was your age. After leaving Exploris, I went to Sanderson here in Raleigh. I went to college here too, at NC State. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do as a career, so I went to a really big school with lots of different opportunities. I got involved in student media, but I didn't get a job right away after I graduated. I joined AmeriCorps and was indeed in Alaska and in Montana. And I became a reporter at a newspaper almost by accident. I was living in Billings already, and a job opened up at the local paper called the Billings Gazette. I applied and got hired as the breaking news reporter in the mornings. The hours were not great. I carried around a police scanner and got to work at 6 a.m. I chased around fires and other kinds of breaking news. I even had to work Sundays. It was not glamorous, but I learned a lot and my writing got better. After working at newspapers in Montana and then on to Virginia, I came to work here at the News and Observer. And as a reporter, I got to meet a lot of interesting people and wrote a lot of stories how the city I knew pretty well had changed a lot. For example, when I was your age, North Hills was an actual mall like Crabtree. Right. So one of the people I met when I was at the News and Observer was named Carlo. Carlo, he lived near a curve on New Hope Road, and 6 cars, almost all driven by drunk drivers, ended up losing control and veering off the road and onto Carlo's front yard. Some even went through the living room window. No one had been injured yet, but Carlo was trying to keep it that way. Other news outlets had heard about his problem too, and we all wrote about these cars hitting his house. Eventually, the Department of Transportation took notice, and after about 5 months past when my story ran, a guardrail was installed in front of his home to protect his family. Since starting my first reporting job, I've had to ask a lot of questions, drive a lot of miles. I took a lot of notes and told a lot of stories. To get the full picture when I'm writing, I sometimes look at government records, I conduct interviews, I go to meetings and I ask a lot of people questions. Being persistent, a good researcher, not afraid to talk to people I don't know, and having a curiosity about the world are all skills that the teacher at Exploris helped me develop. And stories like Carlo's are some of my favorite, because well-written stories have the potential to shine a light on important issues. But not everyone is honest like Carlo. When I was a reporter in Montana, there was once a snowstorm so bad that the buses couldn't leave town. Travelers had to find a hotel or stay at the bus station in Billings. It was not a great place to be stuck. After a day or two of eating bad food and sleeping on the floor, people were fed up, and I was sent over to talk to the stranded travelers. I met one person who told me his situation was particularly unfortunate because the delay was going to make him miss a speech he was supposed to give at a conference in Washington State. I took notes and ran back into the newsroom to include his story in my article about the bad weather and the delays. Before I wrote it, I made sure to look up the convention details. They were like he described. He even showed me some identification. But a few days later, an organizer reached out to say that no one by that name was speaking at their event. I had been lied to. And I had to write a correction that was printed in the next day's paper to let everyone know I didn't get my facts right. It was embarrassing, but it made me a better reporter. Now I'm extra sure to double check the spelling of every name and make sure to do one more Google search or pick up the phone and call someone if I have extra questions. Being accurate is important, and it's hard to be humble enough to admit that I don't know all the facts and need someone to help teach me. I like to think that I can trust people who I interview, but I still go back to my desk to verify that what they tell me is correct. Now, that's not to say that I haven't been wrong since. I have been wrong a few times. Part of life is being okay with occasionally making mistakes. What really matters is what you do afterward. Apologize, tell the truth, and then you gain life experience so you don't make those same errors again. It's an important skill that I've had to work at, and it's especially important today for you guys because there are so many places to get information and news. If you see something on Twitter or TikTok, maybe you should do a little research before accepting it as fact. And make sure you're sampling news from a variety of websites that you can trust. Not all of what you hear, read, or see is accurate. Someone may intentionally be trying to trick you. So, Exploris Middle School class of 2021, here are some things to remember. Tell the truth. Be a good ambassador for your school and for yourself. You never know who's watching. Trust people, but don't be afraid to do some research and make sure they're being truthful. Stay curious. There's no such thing as a bad or dumb question. If you wonder about something, maybe others are wondering that too, but they're just afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. It's important to put yourself out there and learn from it. And be proud of your accomplishments. For instance, making it through middle school. It is very hard. So, look forward to the future and do it with an open mind. Congratulations to you all, and good luck in high school and beyond.
Hello everyone, I'm Mary and this is Maddox. Thank you again for being here. Before we move on to our student speakers, on behalf of the 8th grade students, we would like to thank our previous teachers and staff members. Anne Marie, Jill, Daniel, Megan, Anna, Sonia, Leah, Laura, Lisa, Karen, Marge, Shauna, Devin, Lauren, Juliana, Emily, Helen, Mary, Liam, Christina, Jamie, Julius, Eugene, Oliver, Leslie, Harry, Brianna, Alyssa, Sharon, Michelle D, Amanda, Miss Ellie, Mary Margaret, Summer, Michelle P, and of course, Shannon, Adrian, Corey, Jesse, Sarah, Kelly, Paula, and Deb. Next, we have 8 student speakers, each speaking on one core value. First is Miriam, talking about relationship. My core value is relationships. I have been at Exploris since second grade, and in those 6, now 7 years, I have made countless new relationships. I am very grateful that I came to Exploris because I moved down here from Georgia and knew nobody. If I had gone to any other school, I feel like I wouldn't be the person I am today. Exploris has helped me become the talkative, outgoing person I am today, and has helped all of us become who we really are. Exploris is honestly an amazing school, not just in learning, but in welcoming and accepting new people into their school. Something that has always stuck with me is the book Wonder we read in 4th and 5th grade. Wonder is all about treating people with kindness, which reminds me of Exploris. One of my favorite quotes is, "When given the choice of being right or being kind, choose kind," by Mr. Brown. Thank you.
I have been in Exploris since 6th grade, and I have noticed that my work ethic has improved immensely since starting here. One core value we're taught to implement every day is craftsmanship. Craftsmanship means showing determination, having attention to detail, always striving for success, and reflecting on your own work. We work our hardest when the only ones we are competing with are our past selves. Some specific examples of craftsmanship that we remember from our time at Exploris are the SCAD project and skin cell from the elementary school, space books from 6th grade, group Goldberg project from 7th, and Map My Watershed from 8th. Explorers encouraged us to work hard and give our best efforts on every project, every day, so when we aren't in school, it's already a habit.
Hi, my name is Sophie Smith, and I've been at Exploris since second grade. The core value I'll be speaking about today is responsibility. Responsibility is about taking ownership of your own learning and recognizing the importance of character, integrity, and honesty. This was especially important this year during online learning, while doing homework and taking tests. We use responsibility during this time by being honest with our work and managing our time wisely. All throughout my time here at Exploris, from second grade until now, responsibility has been one of our key core values. Not only because of how we act to represent our school, but also because of how we act. Some examples of the times that we use responsibility are during our SHAD project in 5th grade, when we visit places like the Science Museum, and even just when we're walking around downtown. During those times, we're being responsible for where we walk, making sure there's room for other people on the sidewalk, and how we act to represent Exploris.
Hello, my name is Avery Schiffer. I came to Exploris when I was in 6th grade, and one of the things that I noticed rather quickly was the connections to nature. Throughout my time at Exploris, many of the students and I have enjoyed eating lunch at parks around downtown 2 to 3 times a week. Some of these parks included Nash, Moore, Halifax, Dorothea Dix, and the Rose Garden. Remember digging for shark teeth in Aurora, walking classrooms, lessons in the cemetery, bike electives to Pullen Park, or birding at the Governor's Mansion, the elementary pollinator garden, and building box gardens on Hillsborough Street. My favorite was the Falls Lake camping trip in 7th grade. It was really hot and humid that day, and the teacher said that we weren't going to go in the lake, but plans ended up changing, and it was really fun, and it made that camping trip all that much more special. It was a lot harder to meet up this year because of the pandemic. However, we met up and ended up being able to learn about water at the Walnut Creek Environmental Center, urban backpacking to Krispy Kreme, or Fletcher Park hikes in Umstead, and even cleaning up the Little Rock Street.
Good morning to all 8th grade students, parents, and siblings. My name is Gabriella Mitchell, and I'm proud to say I attended this wonderful school with amazing peers and teachers. I'd first like to talk about the meaning of curiosity. Curiosity is the process of exploring, investigating, and learning to acquire knowledge and skill. When first coming to Exploris, I remember being curious about how we make friends. And I can say we may not always get along, but we're one big family and have each other's back at the end of the day. I also remember being curious about the subjects I will learn, and all I can say, Con is not my friend. everyone and say we learned a lot and totally prepared for high school. We did things like 6th grade ancient civilization projects, Cold War projects, and learning why our sourdough starters smelled so bad. I would like to thank each and every one of our teachers for their patience, their time, and pushing us all to our very best. So as we take this journey to high school, I'm sure we will go with the same curiosity we had in middle school. We will wonder what classes to take, what new friends we'll make, what activities we'll join, and what the overall experience will be. Before we take our big step into high school, I want us to remember this quote by Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any directions you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you're the guy who'll decide where to go.
And I've been at Exploris since 2nd grade. During my time here, we have always been taught to approach challenges using the core value, innovation. This year, we have been doing school in a pandemic. Because of this, we were taught in ways that were completely different from how we usually would have been. This year, we had to learn how to use things like Zoom and how to use Google Classroom much more. We relied much more on our technology, such as computers and phones, and we definitely only use them for school. We had to learn how to create things such as websites and videos using certain apps. We also created travel online brochures for world cultures and our biotech presentations on Google Sites and our passage portfolios. We also used apps such as Adobe Spark to help make videos like our Where I'm From poem and our To Kill a Mockingbird mockumentaries. Overall, this year and many others have helped us all be more open-minded when it comes to challenges.
Hello, my name is Dane, and today I'll be speaking on the core value of social empowerment. I've been an Explorer since 2nd grade, and during my time here we have done many projects involving social empowerment. 4th and 7th grade, we went to downtown Raleigh community, encouraging people to get out and vote. In 6th grade, we worked with the food bank, sorting through food to make sure that the people that needed it had it. Through the years, students at Exploris have collaborated with the organization Design for Change. Design for Change focuses on teaching kids to find solutions using the steps of imagine, feel, share, and do. These projects focus on environmental and social issues that are affecting our world today. This year, part of the 8th grade, By experiencing these different projects, Explorer students have gained social awareness and skills that will be critical for implementing change in the future.
Hello, I am Cora Kraken, and the last core value is reflection. Reflection is when you look at yourself critically and find ways to improve. Some ways that we have reflected at Exploris over the years are in our Magnificent Me slideshows, Where I'm From poems, pedigree projects, and passage portfolios. To make our passage portfolios, we had to understand who we were as a learner as well as a person. We also learned how important change is to make ourselves better as well as our communities. Since we had so much extra time this year, we reflected on the best ways to spend it. Therefore, many of us had new hobbies this year, and also watched many hours straight of Phineas and Ferb for the 12th time. I think this is also one of the reasons that so many people this year found themselves. Because of Exploris, we have learned how important reflection is to better understand ourselves.
Hello, my name is Umi, and I've been at Exploris since the 2nd grade. This past year has been anything but normal. We've grown accustomed to things that we would otherwise find out of the norm. Despite our seemingly crazy year, the future of our generation has never been brighter. Our school's mission has been to leave this school empowered to foster a just and sustainable world. We've been exposed to the idea that we're living in a movement of scientific advances with vaccinations and the lives of those who depend on them. A movement of social justice, the lives of those taken wrongfully for years and getting closer to justice for their families and communities.
This is the first time we were able to bear witness to and fully understand the issues surrounding our communities, state, and nation alike. With this, we're capable to go forth into the world, be thankful for the things that we have learned, share what we know to help others grow, and advance to make the future just and sustainable.
Will Adrian's crew please make their way down? And now we present the Exploris class of 2021. Joshua David Anderson II. Hayden Samuel Burns. Yusef Antonio Shamali. Camille Ruby Corey. Wilson Andrew Dempsey. Tanner Wright Ray. Bryson Geyer. Miriam Elena Hanafi. Hannah Joan Lowry. Cora Ann McCracken. Emerson Kate Monke. Jude James Guy Hartz. RJ Reagan Jr. Gianna Jalen Slesser. Sophie S. Smith. Damian Lee Spooner, Jr. Holden Barber Stegel. Benjamin Kalen Turner. Paige Zedrin Van Ostel. Isabella Belen Wishong. And Adrian's crew can be seated. Will Corey's crew please make their way down? Elliot Stephen Bockham. Isaac Connor. Owen Douglas. Lena Dunn. Karina Nicole Foki. Miley Elizabeth Nicole Gleason. Ainsley Harris Hendricks. Claire Hildreth. Khalil Hill. Maddox Elizabeth Jordan. It's not an Exploris graduation without a siren. Gabriella Mitchell. AJ Mobley. Lars Joseph Roseland. Arabella Grace Shivers. Catherine Simone Taylor. Reed Alexander Diem. Caitlin Eleanor Warner. And Maya Kaysen Wolf. Corey's crew, you can make your way back to your seats. Will Jesse's crew, please make your way down. Tala Lorian Arthur. Rayleigh Dean Becker. Sajan Bave. Garrett Allen Carter. Haley Danielle Doppery. Dave Fleckenstein. Dane Patrick Godwin. Cassidy Brianne Pickman. Maggie Holt. Richard Hunter Jackson. Carly McCullough. Mary Evelyn O'Neill.
Thank you to everyone at the home door.
Grace Pettibone. McKenna Elizabeth Rouse. Coco Kakab Sajdia. Savannah Stretch. Emmett Chance Wielding. Phoenix Haven Takara Wilkerson. Zion Emmanuel Williams. Logan Woods. Jesse's crew, you may return to your seats. Shannon's crew, make your way down. Tallulah Star Byers Nichols. Annie Elizabeth Cullum. Axel Valente Diaz Gutierrez. Umeima El Hanafi. Brian Green. Hayden Ketchum. Kingsley Christopher. Drew Dennison Levy. Avery Madeline Mills. Andrew A. Parr. Amelia Jane Phillip. Ava Lorianne Poe. Lily Wright. Lila Ray Ripple Delowy. Sophia Rose Scipione. Adnan Mortiza Tate. Avery Elizabeth Schiffer. Tegan Olivia Walker. Kevin Wexler. All right, you may now return to your seats.
So ladies and gentlemen and Exploris families, I guess my theater training comes in handy from time to time when the microphone system goes out. And I thank Raleigh Little Theater for hosting us. I want to thank you all for all of your support for the students over the years, particularly for trusting us with them. It has been a joy and a pleasure. And for coming out here on what's turned into a gorgeous day for at least a little while longer to celebrate them and their accomplishments. Please do not be strangers. Once you're a member of Exploris, you are always a part of our community. And we want to hear all the amazing things that we know our graduates